was Mike and she was Chrissy, love and large supply. They knew each other's love and one another's traits, but underneath the skin, large still a fucking hate. Not for one another, but for this fucking land. The only way to dissipate it was a hatchet in his hand. He crept at night while she's sleeping in their bed. Never accepted life, so he has to paint him red. Waited in the bushes, crouched up in the mud. The only way to curb the evil is showers of gushing blood. Picks his first victim, a blonde Richie bitch. He must leave her lifeless right to the last twitch. Back before the morning light, he slides up in their bed, reminiscing about the gushing blood that she bled. Even more strange, he saw the blood on her shoes. Sleeping now quietly, he knows that she knew. Life built on lust, for the killer carnage. Two souls emerge, a love that will tarnish. Hate for this world, a hate that must be fed. Two serial killers that share the same bed. This hate can never be subdued. A thin line that they walk between a fatal feud. She's a blood mistress, he who keeps her soul. A bloodlust built for two, and under no control. 2 years past a dozen bodies that he's killed. Some with chainsaws, a bloody axe, a bloody drill. The weirdest thing is his love for Chrissy was anew. The more women he killed, the closer that they grew. One moonless night he followed her up in the dark, curious where she went while he split heads apart. He saw her creep to the same college dorm that 2 years earlier he killed the first girl. He watched her quietly from 100 yards afar. From a sniper scope out the window of his car, he saw in her hand the kitchen butcher knife. Now she's on a mission in another bitch's life. She leapt from the trees and grabbed the bitch's neck. She sliced to the spine a decapitated head. The body fell to the ground. She laughs a crazy laugh. He grabs her knife passionately in a bloodbath. Life built on lust, for the killer carnage. Two souls emerge, a love that will tarnish. Hate for this world, a hate that must be fed. Two serial killers that share the same bed. This hate can never be subdued. A thin line that they walk between a fatal feud. She's a blood mistress, he who keeps her soul. A bloodlust built for two, and under no control. Two serial killers on a mission, sick and twisted. Forever souls licking till hell dead and blistered. The bliss was unimagined, blood flow would never end. As long as they were married underneath the cloud of sin. They crept from house to house, a fatal axe attack. A whole family's dead, axes buried in their back. The police were baffled now, unsolved murder crimes. Everything good comes to an end, just give it time. Every full moon they kill 3 and 4, even more. In a blood pool they would fuck up on the floor. Untouchable maniacs lost among the bloodlust. Relationship built on murder, death, and trust. But a pattern emerged, 5-0 caught on quick. They were waiting for the two at the next murder gig. The cops opened fire, they killed their endless love. They died holding hands, lost up in a bloodlust. Life built on lust, for the killer carnage. Two souls emerge, a love that will tarnish. Hate for this world, a hate that must be fed. Two serial killers that share the same bed. This hate can never be subdued. A thin line that they walk between a fatal feud. She's a blood mistress, he who keeps her soul. A bloodlust built for two, and under no control.